wait.
I've been okay. Go. Go. You go, Zay. You go first.
Really quick, bro. I want to break this down because I feel like it's the wrong cause, bro. The equality, bro. Women and men are not equal. Okay? Get that out of your head. Yes,
All
sir.
right, back again. Another week. We on Saturn Day, which is fitting because we're going to be talking a little bit more about Valentine's Day. How was y'all weeks though? Everybody was straight.
Facts.
No foolishness happened this week.
Didn't have to fight nobody.
Or y'all see any like excess couples and people wearing pink on Friday?
No, because I ain't go nowhere on Friday.
I second that.
Went to work, took my butt straight home.
I didn't even actually have to work that day, so I literally stayed home all day.
Very lucky.
Hello.
What's up? Oh nah, he hit that mute. I was trying to talk. I think his mother came into the room.
Oh, you talking about James?
Yeah, but life's good, man.
Life is good.
Trying not to get juiced out here.
Word. I mean, you know, I'm in New York City, so mad people day flowers and
all that corny
chocolates and all that.
That's one place I don't think I would ever want to go for a big holiday. The city.
Right. That's the worst place to be, bro.
Spells disaster. That's when I would end up probably fighting somebody.
No cap.
I actually tried to go see like the ball drop. Yo, never again. I didn't even get to like the big crowd, and I was like, nah.
Stupid.
I was young and ambitious, okay?
Yeah, I need to do that at least once in my life. Like get there early and just
go see the ball drop.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, trust me, it's not even worth it.
Trust me, I know it's not because you literally just doing nothing.
I have the perfect solution
waiting
for
to
it.
see some lights.
I have the perfect solution for that. If it's just an actual party going on instead of just like a whole show, then it will probably be lit.
Bro, you're not allowed to move. Like, you can't leave that area.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody needs to bring some speakers and turn that shit up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't bring anything within like probably 5 mile radius of that place.
Honestly, 5 miles is way bigger than this.
I think the city is probably like...
Yeah, you're going to be in Yonkers.
I think the city might be like 7 or 9.
Yeah, but it takes an hour to get through that shit.
An hour? Bro.
You get through the city in an hour? That's a good...
Yeah, I'll give you props. Yeah.
Bro, get in from the 42nd Street to the Uptown is ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. So last week we left on you guys talking about love languages. So I'm gonna let y'all delve on that because I'm not really astute to that.
Well versed.
Yeah,
another word.
Something that you ain't never heard of.
Listen, I'm getting my vocabulary up out here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I went to college. I gotta talk like it.
Yeah, you get a thesaurus, bro.
Yeah, come on.
You'll talk better.
For real.
You're my best friend.
No, I think where we left off was we were just talking about how you gotta understand what your love language is. That way, you know what you're looking for out here. That way,
No.
What you talking about? All right, go ahead.
Nah. You out here figuring out your love language 1 and your partner's love language 2, so you can communicate better. That's it.
That's it. All right, that's essential. What I was going to get to.
Can y'all
What
give
was it
me?
that I said? Yeah.
Can y'all give me an example of a situation where like either you didn't understand somebody's love language or vice versa?
Okay, I can make one up.
I could work too.
Yeah. I would say make one up.
So, for instance, let's use you, Josh. Are you a materialistic person?
Nah.
All right then. So let's say you're in a relationship with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their love language is giving gifts. So they decide to buy you like a bunch of gifts for Valentine's Day. Because that's how they show their love. So they buy you I know you're gonna appreciate it anyway, but like a whole bunch of like trinkets and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's their love language. But
hey, we flipping that for somebody Christmas.
Exactly. So you don't you wouldn't be like, okay, like yes, this is you showing me how much you love me. Like you see how there's a communication error there? Like
yeah.
You would probably want or you would expect a different form of love language rather than gifts because you're not a
like
very
a different way of
materialistic
expressing
person.
it.
Right. But
Got
that's
it.
how they express their love is by giving gifts. So if you can't if let's say what you want is someone to spend time with you. She doesn't spend a lot of time with you, but she buys you a bunch of gifts.
Oof, that'd be tight.
See, exactly. That's the see now you see it.
Okay, and now you see how when two people don't necessarily have the same love languages or have different love languages, or if you don't understand your partner's love language, how that could cause some problems.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You gon' word.
So it's not only it's not only understanding yours, but also communicating yours to your partner and also understanding their love language as well.
Facts on the rack.
Yeah, it's a whole So something that spent a decent amount of time trying to discover, trying to really focus on it, which really didn't take that long. Doesn't take much to figure out what it is for you.
So what are you guys' love language or your top love language or whatever?
Well, mine per se, probably. My top one would be.
I'm gonna tell y'all Jam's love language.
What? Go ahead. Yeah. What do you got? Go ahead.
You just gotta find him a New Jersey song, get him some Converse, and a nice bucket hat, and he good.
Hey, why you just give him my festival fit, bro? Come on, man. You know that's how I was coming to the next festival. We was coming to that day. Oh man, now I gotta switch it up. Dang. Nah, but one of mine is quality time. Probably one of my top ones. I was definitely spending quality time with somebody. And then also like acts of service for like things that I might do for that person.
Mine's flip. I said mine's flip. I'm acts of service first, and then second is quality time.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see you. I hear you. Yeah, John, I definitely recommend you look it up or look into it for sure.
Yeah, one of these days.
He ain't doing it.
I know me. I'm no simple man, so it's gonna be like time. Time is gonna be first, and then probably acts of service. Yeah, definitely acts of service. I think I get that from how my mom is too. Like, she's always doing things without me saying, and initially I'll be tight, but I'll be like, all right, thank you. You want me to take this bull? Like, yo, I was gonna go watch it, yo. But you know what? Fine. You go ahead and take that. All right. Do you guys prefer to give or receive?
Oh, receive what? Gifts? Yeah.
Yeah, what we talking about? Yeah, I received
We are
gifts.
talking about gifts, by the way.
Um,
Your mom got the feathers, man. We just started.
Yeah, that's why I said gifts. That's the. Come on now.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, I
to
prefer to
receive.
receive. Yeah, I prefer to
I'm
receive.
stingy. Giving gifts requires me to think. Then I have to pay money. Nah. Well, it depends though. Like if it's like poetry or something, like I would much rather give poetry than receive poetry.
Oh, that's what? You talking about getting in my bag now. You talking poetry.
I feel like somebody gonna give me poetry and I'm gonna like just be too judgmental. Like I'd rather give you because
too analytic.
You're gonna give me some cat in the hat. I'm gonna be tight. You gonna give me some cat in the hat. I'm gonna give you some. What's the dude who sings Wonder Work or This Woman's Work?
Maxwell.
Yeah, Maxwell. I'm gonna give you some Maxwell. You gonna give me some cat in the hat, and I'm gonna be tight. So.
I would love to see what Josh would bring out.
You gotta
sleep
stay in
on
your
Dr.
lane.
Seuss.
Like if you know you're not good at something, and let's say that person did that for you, you don't gotta do it back. Like
yeah, that's.
But then again, at the same time,
just appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But don't do that shit. Don't do it every year, please. Make it a rarity. All right. Would you say you guys, when you're conversing with a woman or trying to court a woman, do you ask them how many men they have been with?
Nah.
Or is that a concern of yours?
Nah.
I think about it, but like only way I would probably ask it is if I'm suspicious of something, which if I'm dating you, I'm most likely not. Or if you ask me like how many people I've been with, that's like the only time I'll ask.
So why not, Zay?
I don't want to know.
Oh, you're just not trying to get your feelings hurt.
Facts.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things where it's like if I'm talking to you, it's like like sometimes you may not
scary question if you're not ready for a scary answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts. That's why I don't ask at all. I'm gonna be tight. You can say one and I'm gonna be tight. Like
you don't want her.
Was it me?
Nobody. Oh my god.
Bro, that's how it is. That's why I don't ask that question because I'm gonna just end up hurting myself. Like
you'll get tight no matter what.
Facts. So it's like, I don't want to know.
Man's trying to find a unicorn out here.
No, it's not even that. Like I know, like that's not how it is. And honestly, I don't even really want that. It's just the fact that, like, you know how your mind starts to torment itself. Like it's not even worth it.
Yeah. That's a fact, man. Yeah, I don't care about that. I think before I used to ask that just because that was like a social thing almost. Like in high school, like that was kind of what you asked. And then same thing like going to school and college. But like once I got mature and kind of got more of a mind of my own, I was like, why does that even really matter? Like
it doesn't.
She got 300. She got 300. It's all good.
Facts. Is she fired to you? If she fired to you, what does it matter?
At the end of the day, yo.
Yeah, exactly. Especially now, like especially if you ask that question now, you better be ready for somebody will have a crazy answer.
Yeah, we at that age where it's like, yo.
Like it's like okay, I can see how it got there. I can see how it got there.
This is post college, yo.
I think it's important to know if they got any crazy exes though.
That's
I wouldn't even think to ask that, but
or somebody who has like if they have like a lot of emotional baggage or trauma. I think it's good to ask that. And another good thing to ask off the rip is if they're even emotionally ready to be in a relationship. Like if you're taking somebody on a date, you'd be like, are you even emotionally like available to do this, or are you just like you still testing the waters? Because it changes your like expectations. because think about it like this: if James was trying to, James took somebody on a date, right?
Oh,
He's
Lord.
feeling old girl, and he wants to go for a relationship. It would be nice for him to know whether or not this person thinks they're emotionally available off the rip, because if they're not, it changes how he goes about things. Maybe because I'm sure he'll expect something in return, like at least that to conversate every
Oh
so
yeah,
often.
for sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right, but if they feel like they're not emotionally available, right, and he's moving and he's doing that, like he wants to hit her up every couple days, and she thinks like that's too much, it creates conflict.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
That's crazy. And going off your emotional baggage, when someone tells you their emotional baggage and there are red flags, follow them. Because trust me, you'll make.
It's not funny. Like, it's real. Like,
It's not funny, but it's just like when it happens, when it's happened to you, you're just like, you look back at it and laugh, and you're just like,
yeah, that's so true. Like, so many things, like relationship wise, have happened to me. Whereas, like before, I was like, I wouldn't think I'd ever do that. But that's true. Like, you really gotta actually think about if you're ready to step into another relationship.
Bro, like I was sure that I was trying to look past stuff. I was just trying to be too good of a person, trying to just overlook some stuff.
Bro,
it's just like,
we human, bro. You don't have to be perfect, bro.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, okay, look, everyone has like their issues and their problems.
Right.
But sometimes what you see, what it might be, you might think it's a small problem or a small issue.
It's a real issue.
Exactly.
And the problem is not even them; it's you overlooking the issue.
Yeah, exactly. That it got to the point where the problem was me overlooking it.
Exactly.
And it's just like, if I should have just understood. Look, this is something that's just something that they're at this point in their life they're not willing to either fix or address really.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, we're not perfect.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta remember, you human.
Yeah, I know. I like to think I'm Superman sometimes,
bro.
I
still think I'm Superman,
bro. And then
don't remind me about putting on a cape.
No, we're not talking about that cape, no. But then
we're not talking about your cape. You got a different cape.
I don't got that cape.
You got a cloak.
Harry Potter out here. Oh my god. But no, it's just like every time sometimes you get a reminder where like, nah, even you can't get past this one, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Word. I mean, yeah. That's a good point, man. Because I feel, especially this day and age, social media, it's so easy to like talk to somebody and kind of like, for lack of a better term, sell dreams to these girls with their guard down. You got to kind of reel yourself back in sometimes and remind yourself to behave. Like, you're not really ready emotionally to be with this person, and most likely that's what they want. So you shouldn't even get their hopes up. Like,
honestly, you can't even assume that's what they want either. That's what I'm saying. Like,
exactly. Yeah, that's what I like.
We live in this day and age where everything has to be like expressed. Like, yo, this is what I want. This is what a bang, bada bada bang, bada bada boom. Like, we have to make a list, and I think it's corny, but like, in this day and age, you have to do it. Like, there's no more like feeling stuff out because you're gonna get your emotions hurt.
And
yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Like, if a girl was to tell me, like, let's say I've been talking to her for like, I don't know, like a couple of days or something, and then she brings that up, initially I'd be like, what? Like, why is she doing this? But at the same time, it's smart for her to do that. Like,
right.
Dudes will let this string along for a while, and then by the time you ask,
I never really liked you. I thought you were just cool friend.
No, I was just seeing where it goes. Like, I was just chilling.
Bro, throw off the whole thing.
You'd be like, wait, what?
I think you have to be very weary of people who don't know, or
like, if you don't know, if you're like, oh, whatever happens, like, get out of
Yeah,
here,
you gotta be.
bro.
You gotta be.
You're not just gonna fall into a relationship like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh,
Yeah.
a relationship like, okay, let's do this. Like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta be very weary of the indecisive one.
Yeah. That's why I need to know. I'm gonna ask questions. What's going on?
I wanna know what makes you cry. Two very different songs, but the idea was similar.
Oh,
I wanna
All right. I watched a DJ Vlad or Vlad TV episode this week. It was about this woman named, I think her name is Karen Stevens, right? But her nickname was Superhead.
Her nickname was what?
Bro, y'all ever heard of Superhead before?
Superhead.
Nah, that's not real life.
Y'all haven't heard of Superhead
real
before?
life,
bro, where have
So-
y'all been?
Watched the interview, and she brought up, like, they were blasting her in the comments, like, wow, what a elegant way to explain, you know, being a hoe or whatever. But her logic was kind of valid, and it made me question, like, or rethink a lot of things, or a lot of ideas I had in my head. So I'm gonna read through some of that. So she was saying, she talking about slut shaming and how men get praised for it and women get bashed for being good at sex and also not being good. So if she's good, we're like, nah, she's too good. She's this, she's that. If she's whack, or she gets called a dead fish or something. And it's treated as if the woman is in the wrong or a certain way if she is experienced, and there's a double standard, and how women have a sexual prowess / power, and that's a real thing. And with great power comes great responsibility. You just gotta know how to use it and who to use it with. And then she was saying how, like, men have this fantasy of, you know, being with a virgin. And she was saying, if a guy has been with, like, if I was the only guy that the girl has been with, then she doesn't really have a scale to judge him off of. Whereas, let's say she's been with 10 or 15 men, then it's like, okay, she can tell you, like, on her scale whether or not you were good or not. And she was tying it back to how men have the ego of wanting to be the best or whatever. And when a woman is experienced and, like, let's say they get bodied by her, their ego is gonna be hit. So
That's a
it's
fact.
gonna, you know, that's when they get angry, and then once you get angry, you start calling people names. But really, it's just you mad because she put that thing on you.
Yeah.
That you
Your
couldn't.
ego is being tested.
I was like, word, like, because you remember the lock and key theory, right? Like, oh, there's
Yeah.
a master key to locks, but there's no master lock. So it kind of like has that. Like, I feel she was making a good point, man. Like, make this sexual thing such a weird taboo thing. And I think it's because most of us grow up in, like, a religion where that's the case, and that's kind of like, or even a society that, you know, is religious more or less, and that's the case. And it kind of makes sex this like you're taking something from the woman, where in reality, like, if you think about it, you're entering her home or, like, her body. So it's not like you're really taking anything. If anything, she's taking you, but whatever. I'm not gonna try to get too deep in it, but you guys can let me know how you feel about that.
Bro, the way I feel is like, yo, you can make anything sound nice. First of all. and second of all, bro, if it's not your journey, like, it's not your journey. I'm not gonna knock you because we're not taking the same path. If that's what you want to do and that's what makes you happy.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. I should have done this first. All right, so Superhead, she got her name because she was really good at head, and she kind of went through, like, the rap industry and, like, with other celebrities, you know, messing around with them. And, you know, her, I guess,
I'm surprised y'all never heard of her before.
her name got
Never.
bigger, and then, like, a lot of celebrities messed with her, and she ended up writing a book where she and she didn't even change the name. She wrote a book
She outed
where,
everybody.
like, basically blasting dudes, like, who got this, who got that, who did this, who did that. and they were high. Like, they were calling her all kinds of names. Like, that's not true, blah, blah, blah. But she had receipts, so it was just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Really, couldn't really.
Honestly, I think a lot of people need to start owning up to what they do, bro. Like, yo,
I agree, man.
That's a fact.
it's all right. Nobody's perfect, yo. We need to get rid of this perfect complex that we need to be perfect, bro.
Yeah.
I'm starting to
Especially
get
with
tired.
celebrities. They are still human beings. Like, they got their things that they do that we may not like or may not be our steez.
It's real life. This is real life.
Yeah, I heard of her name before, but I never heard of like her actual story.
Bro.
In high school, definitely heard about her.
You definitely, and one thing did you watch any video with her talking about? Did she talk about Lil Wayne at all? Lil Wayne at all in that interview? Because there's other videos.
Yeah, just a little bit. I didn't watch that one, but she did mention him a little bit.
Yeah, there's one where she talks about Lil Wayne and some stuff. Maybe one day we could, another episode or maybe later, we could talk about how she was about that, because I thought that was crazy. But I mean, this, like, I mean, people going, if you don't like be a hoe, be a hoe. It's not like people might look at it negative, but me personally,
should we call that? Should we use that term though? That's the thing too. Like, we use these terms, bitch, hoe, whore, harlot. Like,
I try to only use it when it actually applies. Like,
so what's the situation where it would apply?
Like, if some, like, you see, like, there's a girl or a man, because a bunch of dudes do it too, that just go around from person to person, like, sleeping with them, doing whatever, with, like, no intentions of whatsoever of having, like, forming something like a relationship or something like that with that person.
Mm.
Like, just going from person to person. You know, like, that's, like, what I look at it as. And it's just like, you know, sometimes that's what people got to do. It's not what I would do. You know
what's interesting?
Yeah.
Like, the way, like, the slut shaming thing that or the slut walk that Amber Rose has, right? Which is like women taking the word and putting it in like a good light and almost like a compliment.
Yeah.
Which is like the same thing that black people did with the N-word. It's kind of interesting how that goes.
You saw that play, Tiger. Saw that play coming.
The moment he said, "You know what's interesting?" I said, "Oh, I bet you
broke.
I ain't get into this."
You broke
sure
for
enough. Sure enough.
Yeah, people take these words back to try and, you know, flip it and give them.
But I would say the difference is, and I hate to be, you know, the buzzkill or devil's advocate. The difference is the fact that word was originally an African word that was then taken by Caucasians' inability to say the real word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They created it into another word, and we just took it back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I think about it. But at the end of the day, bro, no matter what term you come up with to talk about being sexually free, especially for women, bro, is gonna get turned into a negative term because majority of the world views women being free with their bodies as a negative thing because they cannot control it.
Yes, there you go.
For sure. And like, no matter what, like, America is just one country in the world, and it's one of the youngest countries. So you still have all these countries in Europe that still probably look at women in a way as progressive as they may want to seem, in a way that even if America, even say, like, if this is just us talking here, but even if all of America adopted a way to, like, not look at women in the same way that was women were previously looked at in the last millennium, you know, even if we looked at women more as equals and didn't look down on them, we're still only one country, so you're still going to have a bunch of influence from other countries.
That's a fact, especially with religion, bro.
Yeah,
religion
exactly.
is gonna be the biggest suppressor.
I didn't
think about
I didn't get to that yet.
I don't want to be like negative or anything like that, but the way some women in the United States view the Muslim traditions is like it's highly oppressive. And the fact women have to cover themselves and things of that nature. So it's like there will always be there's always going to be opposition.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. And in some way, shape, or form, people are gonna try to look down on something for some reason.
Exactly.
Like, and that's just people's nature as humans to
That's a
try
fact.
to look at something someone else does
Bro,
as
it's just
negative.
two sides. It's two
And when
sides
it's
to a scale.
yeah, and when
If
it's
you got a
something
left hand, you got a right.
yeah, exactly. And when you have when you have women that are saying they're sexually free, you're gonna have women of some sort. They could be in the same country or same community even, that will look down upon them because they don't believe that is right. And when you have
That's a fact.
everyone policing each other, trying to police what that person does is right or wrong, when in reality, if what that person is doing isn't harming anybody, killing anybody, it's not hurting someone.
That's how we need to move with everything, bro. If my
Actions,
right
if your
are
actions or if
not
your
are
deeds,
not oppressing
yeah, exactly, yes, oppressing,
anybody in any physical, mental, spiritual way, bro, I say let it rock. And it's none of your business.
exactly, yeah. It's just like why should you? And it's just like I feel like so you're saying like you think that's how you think. Like, why should I look down on it, or why should I let
Bro,
that
that's a
affect?
fact. But it's like, yo, you have to understand, like, not everybody's gonna be able to flip and switch and think like that, bro. Even to this day, I find myself thinking like, yo, why do I think like this?
Not even
And
flip a switch,
it's
but
not for everybody. Cause like,
yeah,
think about it
exactly.
like this, bro. You want to see how easy I'm gonna hit y'all with the same thing? This conversation that we're having, right? You agree
Yeah.
that women should be sexually free, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And do what they want. So all right, so let me hit y'all with it. Would you date a stripper?
See, before I would have definitely said absolutely not, but now I'd say yes.
I say possibly, maybe.
I'd definitely be open to it.
Yo, to this day, I still say like I really want to say no.
Like,
And it's just like it's just not for me. Like I don't like hate
you don't
the
look
stripper. I
down.
don't think that
It's like
it's just not what I want to go through. It's
yeah,
not
exactly.
it's not for me.
Like I
And
probably
as much as we know and as much as we say, you know, I believe that women should be sexually free. Just because they do that doesn't mean I'm gonna go with it 100%. Like I'm not gonna.
Right, like you're not gonna just
exactly,
automatically,
yeah.
like sexually free. I'm just gonna, be with a prostitute or be with
Right. You could
sex
do
worker.
it, but that doesn't mean I'm going to.
Right.
I don't want to say like embrace you to the fullest. Like, but like for lack of a better term, that's what
You're not gonna
mean.
see her as like just a girl with a regular job. It's gonna be like a job where you kind of it's in the back of your mind.
Also,
Right.
yeah. Also going off that, Zay,
Those late nights.
or question for both of you: have you guys been to a strip club before?
Nah.
Facts. I have once.
So Zay has. Me and Josh, you haven't. I haven't.
It's an experience. I think I really want to take. I will go with both of you, so you can experience it as well.
So no,
but
yeah.
it's
So
different, bro.
yeah. So what I'm saying,
I'm not throwing no money. Making it hail, boy. Take these quarters. Nah, I don't know. Like to just spend money like that just to watch somebody.
Yes, that's what that was my
really
entire thing.
Yeah,
I was like, why did I spend money? But you have to go at least once to experience.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I definitely have to go. But it's just like no, so it's just like something like that. So I feel like Zay speaking from a point where he's gone to one, whereas me and Josh, we're going off what we've heard and like what we've heard people say, what we've seen on TV, television, and movies and stuff like that, and what we've heard, so we haven't actually gone to experience it.
I think it takes a special kind of person to be with a sex worker and not like be jealous or be upset about that.
So would the same thing go for like dating an girl that has an OnlyFans or like a girl that's a porn star? Just to be
exactly
blunt about it. Yeah. Okay.
Because
that's
that
weird too, though. Because like I don't mean to interrupt, but like if you're dating a stripper, bro, you can also be there when she works.
That's true.
Because she works at night, so you could go there and you can support. Because I've seen it happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yes, like they have boyfriends. Their boyfriends are in the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when they're done with doing their dance,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
and they sit and stand by they boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's a special man, bro.
That's
Like, I feel like you got to be real secure, bro.
back to what
Real
Zay said.
secure.
It's not for everybody.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand that though, and I feel like a lot of people like there's just a huge lack of understanding and a huge lack of thought with everyone now, to where people can't even get to the level to think that something might not be for them. People just see something that they don't like, and then they just start to bash it instead of being like, okay, yeah, okay, it sounds nice, but it's not for me.
Yeah, I think we have to come to that situation where you really start to ask yourself like why. Once you
Bro.
feel a certain way, you have to ask yourself, why do I feel this way?
Mm-hmm.
Is it logical? Is it logical? If it's logical, then you good. But if it's emotional, you then have to question that emotion and where that emotion stems from.
Exactly.
You do that, bro. You set. You have no problems. You figured out world hunger and all that.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah, you hit it on the head, man. That's once you get triggered, man, you gotta find out, why am I getting triggered by this? Like, personally, I think I could do it, man. Like, because I think about things like that so much.
Yeah.
There's definitely gonna be like, bad days or bad spots where it's like, damn, like, she really doing this? But I don't know, if you really mess with the person and you secure, like, you good.
Yeah. That's what I say. Like I always want to say no, but there's always that possibility that's like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Because you never really know until you're in a situation.
Mhm.
I could say no 100 billion times, but until the opportunity arises, you never know what I'm gonna say. Like, and college has taught me that, bro. Josh, he be like, yeah, all right, we'll see. Early in the day, I'm like, yo, I'm not going out. Yeah, all right, we'll see, bro. You're going out with us.
Oh god.
Sure enough,
So
who's going out? Me.
Speaking of
Moping
going
the whole
out,
time.
side note, this is completely different. I don't know which one of y'all had the gray outfit pic up on your Instagram. I don't know which one of y'all deleted it,
Me.
but
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't
I'm
remember.
gonna need you to send me try to send me that pic because that was
It's on
fire.
my iPhone, which I gotta fix. So once I get that fixed, I got you.
Oh, so I ain't never getting that thing.
Yep.
Okay, well I tried.
Who else was in it? It was me, you, Obi, and
Yeah.
yeah.
That was 4.
All right. Would you guys agree that a lot of this oppression when it comes to women, right? We can both. Do we all agree that women are more oppressed than men?
Women are more oppressed than men.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in media tells me yes. And after thinking about it for like 15 seconds, I'm going to say yes. But I want to hear the reasons why Jams is going to say yes.
Just like, because I was thinking about like mobility and how people can get to the ways in which people can get to where they want to go. And like in the beginning, like when I first started thinking for like that first like 20 seconds, I was thinking like, you've heard of women sleeping their way
right
through the top.
Right.
You gotta sleep your way to the bottom and then get to the top. As Superhead would. Let me put some respect on her name. Karina Stevens would say.
Corinne Steffens.
Corinne Steffens.
Get it right, bro.
Completely wrong. Oh my god.
Bro, it's not that all. Karina Stevens, Karina Steffens. Come on. I'm there. Couple words.
Nah.
Anyway, but like then I was thinking about it. Like as I'm thinking about it, men can do that sort of, not sleep their way to the top, but they can just use friendships. So in a way, a woman she can be forced or coerced to use her body to do that.
All right.
So I would say women. I would say women.
I asked that question to say, or to preface the next question, which is, would you guys agree that, due to this oppression on the woman, it's mostly because of like their sexual prowess, in that it's usually the man that has to chase the woman, and they kind of hold the magic temple, the magic conch. Because I feel it's mostly like just being envious of how a woman,
Has power
yeah,
that we can never achieve.
yeah.
And that's why we try to use it against them and
I feel
try
like
to
that's
see.
a big, big basis of religion. Like dudes are just tight because
Yeah,
they're getting curved, and
I
like
can see
women
that.
are
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming
being
from.
free. And well, you slept with him. Why don't you sleep with me? Like, nah, I'm just not feeling you. What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that.
yeah.
I can see that.
Because that's mad corny too.
It's also with the Muslim thing. Like, dude, they're covering up their woman, which okay, that's your religion, but it's like what? Like, I don't know, man. It's just women are always put in that like subservient role, because I think naturally we think of women as submissive during sex. So maybe when it's outside of that, that mindset also kind of pertains true now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, nah,
It's
you're below us.
weird, man. I think
I prefer a little
we
60-40
are
towards myself.
we are so far we are so far removed from nature. Like, bro,
Oh,
I don't even know anymore, man. We are talking mad far from each other.
mm-hmm.
Like, none of this is natural. I got a shirt. Why I wear a shirt? Bro, it's Rick outside. I shouldn't even be in this ecosystem. Like,
Freaking.
where am I in the circle of life, my dude? I'm not. I'm removed. Like, bro, we come so far away from nature and how we supposed to really think, my guy. I just feel like people should just all be naked and do whatever the hell they want to do, bro. Like, it'll make everything so much easier.
Isn't that why religion was created, though, to prevent people from going wild?
To prevent people from being naturally, sure, yeah.
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 Like things you naturally
I
do.
feel
It's a control system. You're right. It is
It
a
is.
control
It,
system.
no, it 1000% is. Definitely is. And it's always been
Like,
used as a control system.
right. And the reason it really is a control system, regardless of what anybody has to say about it, is the fact that it uses fear to control your actions.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Exactly.
You don't do this, that, and the third because you're going to hell. You're afraid of hell, which is why you're not going to do this, that, and the third. And if you do this, that, and the third, you're going to repent.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, when it comes down to the basics, bro, that's what it is. Whether or not you believe God is real,
mm-hmm.
that's a whole nother subject.
Oh, yeah.
But we working with the facts. And the facts is that book, those books say you do this action, you get this consequence. That's it.
I would just like to wonder, question I have questioned many times. Haven't really asked anybody, but how can a book that was originally written 1,000 years ago have so many translations?
Bro.
And how can all those translations
So
be
now
permitted to be used?
So now that you hopped on the bandwagon 3 years after we was telling you this,
bro,
I'm messing with you.
I was on the. I've been on it. Shoot, while we were still at school.
Bro,
bro,
but that's a whole other conversation. That's
exactly.
SOLtalk
All right,
77.
Yeah. When we get there.
Fact. We really start breaking society down. But yeah, it's just funny how like men are jealous of women are jealous of men. Like, yo, just be comfortable with the power that you have. Everybody has power, and you just gotta,
Wait.
I've been okay. Go. You go, Zay. You go first.
Really quick, bro. I want to break this down because I feel like it's the wrong cause, bro. The equality, bro. Women and men are not equal. Okay? Get that out of your head. Women and men are not equal. Now, before you jump down my throat, that doesn't mean one is better than the other.
Okay.
No one is better than the next person.
Yes.
Point blank. But men and women are not equal. There are things men could do that women cannot. And there are things women can do that men cannot. It's that simple. There's no argument. We're not supposed to be equal.
There's a
I
reason.
can't
Yeah.
have a baby. I can't have a baby, no matter how much I try.
Isn't that like the ultimate? Isn't
you
it?
can
Isn't
have
that
one
like
now.
the ultimate?
No, you can't, bro. I guarantee you that they can't. They do the little transplants stuff like that, but I guarantee you, a person who was born with a pecker who gets a transplant could not have a real baby.
Well, it depends on what you mean by real, but they already got dudes who pregnant and all that and giving birth.
That's just not real.
It's a scientific baby.
Just because you was grown in a lab, you're not real.
Exactly.
You're not real. You're not organic.
There you go. That's the term.
And like, isn't giving birth to a human?
Isn't
Isn't giving birth to another living being like the ultimate like power?
Well,
like,
ultimate. What
that's
you mean? Is it? That is the ultimate power.
No, I'm asking to make sure. I'm making sure. I'm making sure. That's all. That's
That's supposed to be the point.
Highest form of creation.
Exactly.
That animals could do, bro.
So with that, take what you. So with that point, take everything else as you will, but also just like.
Oh, don't worry. There's gonna be a day when we break it down, but it's not today.
Oh yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say now, but it's all good.
We got another topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me finish my thoughts on.
Oh, go ahead,
Vince Stevens.
Yeah.
So the last thing I had was she was saying when she was seen with Lil Wayne, she would get called a whore or a slut, but when she was seen with a regular guy, nothing was being said. So she was saying the only difference is who she is with will determine how people react, and that it's just a reflection of how they view the man that she's with rather than her herself.
I think too it reflects the person who's looking.
Right.
It's really telling you a lot about the person who's looking. Bro, honestly, I don't even know who that is. I know who Lil Wayne is. But if I saw him with somebody, it'd be like, oh, okay. Next, you got a girl, like thousands of other people on planet Earth. Like,
yeah.
But if you're like, oh, she with Lil Wayne, she must be after his money, that tells me something about your thought process and how narrow your field of vision is.
Yeah.
I don't get paid for this though.
I definitely think some of that definitely has to do with like the idea that women like fight just women like going against like other women, just like being like, you know, wishing that something was them. It was just like, why is it her? You know? And
nah, they really call her Superhead.
Bro, yeah, I'm telling you, the part I really want to talk to you all about is when she talks about when she was married to her husband, or gonna be married, or whenever she's married, like she's still gonna see Lil Wayne, like she's still.
Oh, I do remember her saying that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Bro, and like no matter what, like whoever she's with has to deal with that.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, she not for me.
I just want to.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, that's why I need y'all to watch that, and so we can talk about that, because that was some other stuff.
That's really crazy.
But that's, you know, SOLtalk 68. We're gonna get to that one.
I think it's because. Yeah, we'll get to that later. I'm not gonna break it down right now.
Yeah.
And the last bit I had about this woman, she said, in like the Hollywood celebrity community, the things men ask about, like the reason why, because I've always wondered this, like, yo, why dudes always end up with the same girls? It's because they want to, like, it's an ego thing, like they want to sleep with her or hit it better than the last man. They want to know, oh, what's his penis size? And she was like, that's like the most common asked question. I'm like, yo, why are these dudes worried about another man's penis size? Like, that's what you're born with, bro.
My guy, this is college all over again.
Bro, exactly.
Yeah, yo. It really is.
So now you see
That's
where
all it is.
their head is at.
Mm-hmm.
You
Exactly.
understand
Yeah.
their level of comprehension has only hit what we were at when we were 21.
Yeah. There's still little kids, big ass kids up there, man.
3 years ago, bro.
Like, and
These dudes is 30 plus.
I heard dudes talk about like once you become a celebrity, like your
mental
your developmental maturity, like your maturity
capped.
develop. Yeah, it doesn't go anymore to what it was when you came in, because it's like you're secluded from like the real world.
And you got a bunch of yes men around you.
Most likely.
Fact.
Most freaking likely.
That's a good point.
So it's
man.
like then they
Makes
don't
sense.
ever. So everybody keeps doing this and they don't get past that point. Like we seen it recently with Lori Harvey just running through a bunch of dudes out in music.
She getting that bag, boy.
Who?
Lori Harvey.
Steve Harvey's daughter.
I think it's like stepdaughter or something like that.
Oh, it's not his actual daughter? Oh.
Yeah, I think it's
that makes sense. Because I always wondered why he don't really like he let his daughter do this? Like
well, I mean, she also grown too, so I mean,
yeah.
Maybe that's what he was taking to. Maybe that's the road he's taking.
Bro, I just feel like she's capitalizing on an environment that she's in. Like
exactly, and just like look, these dudes gonna give her attention. Okay,
like sexual prowess or power is a real thing, and you can use that to advance. Like,
exactly,
that's very true.
Dudes just be tight because it don't be them that the person uses to get up. But if you think about it, if they were put in that position, they'd be hyped. Like, oh, word, she wants to do this with me, blah, blah, blah. But it's the fact that, oh, she's doing it with him now. She's a
bro. That's a
being
whole fact, bro. Oh
being groupies for groupies.
Word.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
All right. I don't even know how long we've been on. I don't think it's been an hour yet, though. So my next question, I think we started like 4:13 or something like that. Next question, does it bring more security in a relationship when you feel your woman has chosen you and not because, let's say, like she's the only one you've been with or only been with a few guys? And then also, how do you guys feel about high school sweethearts? Do you think that's genuine? So
what's the first part? What's the first part?
Does it bring more security in a relationship when you know like your woman is experienced compared to she's only been with you or a few other guys? And that kind of ties into high school sweethearts and whether we think that's legit.
Yeah,
I'm not ready. All right.
Unless you're not ready.
I got bullets. I'm ready.
I'm gonna go on the high school sweethearts first.
Nah.
High school.
Nah, go ahead. I'm playing.
I have seen a couple cases, or I am seeing right now a couple of cases. I know of a couple people that high school sweethearts have worked where they've been together, the whole time. Wow. It also depends on where you're from and who you are and where you're going, the environment you're going to, the environment you've been around. So I can definitely see it happen with someone that's like from like a smaller town, from like a calmer lifestyle.
Something like upstate New York, right?
I was thinking about like that and like
they got nothing up there.
I was thinking about like farmland, like people like down like at like someone like from Jersey, like from like the farms.
Yeah,
I was thinking something like that. Yeah,
that's literally where I'm from.
Is it really? Well, you by the boot. You know, you ain't got no farms up there,
bro.
You got a couple pastures, cows, bro. You got a couple pastures.
I ain't seen one cow.
My cousins own horses. What are you talking about? They also right down the street.
I ain't seen one cow up there. But I mean, it can work. But I think in most cases it might not. I think in most cases it might not be for the best unless you two have experienced stuff before that point.
So what was the first part of that question? Because I need you to answer that too.
Yeah. Well, do you think
bring more security in a relationship when you feel your woman has chosen you and not because you're the only one she's been with or she's only been with a few other guys? Mm. So is it Do you feel better about it if she's experienced than if, let's say, you're the only guy she's with or ever been with?
Not really. Like, I'm gonna still be secure, like, either way, because she with me. She would be.
Okay,
Like,
player.
I'm gonna still like either way, she still chose me. She could have chose to, be with one of these other dudes, but she didn't. She still chose me in a way. So, like, yeah, she didn't choose me because, like, oh, she's been experienced, but, like, either way, I'm still be secure. It don't matter to me.
All right,
I'm
well,
a
I'm gonna
choice.
go because I'm chomping at the bit here.
Go ahead.
So, first part. I feel that if you are the only guy she has been with and vice versa, like
it's over for you. It's over.
Are you one of the
no,
first ones?
like,
Yeah.
because she, that person doesn't know much, they haven't experienced much. You're the only person that really delve that deep into it with. I feel there just needs to be, like, you guys can still, like, be together or whatever, but I just feel there needs to come to a point where it's like, hey, listen, I'm the only person you've been with, and I get it, like, you love me, this and that, but you really don't have anything to go off of, like, so you
So you
need
spice it
to
up.
branch out
Start swinging.
and figure out, I feel like once you let them branch out and experience other people and they come back to you, then
can both branch.
okay, this is legit. But if it's just you the whole time, like, I remember on Twitter, this girl, there's a couple girls actually, man. They were talking about how, like, the one guy that they've been with is the person that they married. And I'm like, what? Like, you have not experienced a damn thing.
Do you know where they're from, though? That's the only thing I would. Oh no, I don't know. Oh, you were actually talking to them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, they posted on Twitter. I didn't really, but it was just like, and they were like, yeah, I'm happy, this and that. I'm like, happy? What are you talking about? Like, and I get it,
happiness is.
Grass is on green on the other side kind of thing. You gotta water your own grass. But I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like when it comes to that, the first person, I feel like you gotta branch out after that, and then you could come back to them if you're really feeling them. Like, me personally, like, the first girl that I was with was special, but I just couldn't, like, be with her, and in the back of my mind, I always think, well, this is the only girl I've been with, though. Like, how do I really know? Like, I feel like you just gotta branch out, That's just how I feel. Because we've also seen in school, like, there's high school couples who they branched out, man. They branched out. But, they still together now. And it's like, I could more so believe something like that, right? Trials and tribulations, then y'all just been together the whole time. Like, no, man. No. Because
oh my God.
you have a life to live. Your sole purpose in life is not to just be with one person. Like, you gotta experience, man. And I don't know, if your partner doesn't want to let you do that, wait, that's wrong. But and I also feel like people get comfortable and secure, like, oh, I'm gonna be with them forever. But let a real life situation hit, and that person starts switching up, another side that you never seen before. And it's just like, oh, well, you've only been with this one person for so long, and now y'all married, and you're probably religious, so you don't believe in divorce, so you're gonna fight through it and be miserable. Somebody's gonna cheat, break up the family. Like, come on.
We're gonna go swinging.
That's why I always gonna say this, bro. Girls who are experienced are the best, like, life partners, because they've experienced and they've really chosen you. Like, how can I say you chose me when I'm the only one you've been with? Like, that's like going to the store
very
and
familiar.
all they got is black outfits. Like, you ain't get no choice. It's just black outfits. You need some, some colors. So,
right.
High school sweethearts, I was a part of that community. I did think the girl I was with in high school I was going to be with. But then I got to college and I started experiencing other things. It was like, oh, like, no. Like, I wouldn't be the person that I'd be with. So I just feel, if I went back to her now, it would be legit. Like, because I would have all that experience. It's like, yo, even with all that, I still want to choose you. Whereas if I just stay with her the whole time, like,
You treat her like a Pokemon.
I choose you, Pikachu. That's
insert name here.
My nickel.
Oh my god.
Senor Barry. I'm sorry. Oh man.
Like, think about how easily.
You answer the second part? Oh
yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah.
Think about how easily someone can be manipulated with the first person they're with. Like, they don't know no better. Come on.
You know, this is direct correlation with religion, but I'm gonna let it rock. Anyways,
it really is.
Oh God, yeah, it is.
What was the thing? They're feeling more secure when they're with more people, and then they've chosen you. I mean, it makes sense. It really makes sense if you think about it. Like, it's the same points that you all have made, so I'm not gonna go back over it. But yes, what's my phrase, Josh? What is my phrase? There's what? Yeah, you're laughing because you know it.
Nah, there's so many. You gotta tell me this one this time.
Bro, my phrase. There's how many people?
Oh my God! There's 7 billion people in the world, bro. I hate that.
That's what we gotta talk about. You gonna choose one person, only been with one person, and there's 7 billion people in the world. You're wildin'. Boy. Yo, go out. That's why I told you in the other videos. Go out, date as much as you possibly can, get as much experience as you possibly can. So when you know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're not going to be up late at night thinking about somebody else. You know, nah, this is the person I chose. This is who I'm going with. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to make you more solidified in your decision.
Yep.
When you're more solidified in your decision, you're going to move like you're more solidified in your decision. And that makes your significant other feel more secure.
I think sometimes it also takes like, okay, yeah. Now go ahead. What I'm speaking, speaks more towards the second part. So go ahead.
All right. So the second part, baby, what was it?
High school sweethearts.
High school sweethearts.
Yeah. And it's genuine love.
There's 7 billion people in the world.
Yeah, you're gonna pick one.
It could be genuine love, bro.
It can be. It can be.
Who's to say? Who am I? Yo, who am I to validate someone else's love?
Bro, exactly.
And they can't even validate their own love because that's the only one.
That's on. Bro, that's up to them. That's up to them.
That's on them.
You don't know that. That's up to them. Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot validate another person's love. That's like trying to look at the world through your eyes. I can't do that.
I feel like those people, like high school couples who have been together the whole time, those people that have been together like the whole time, that is a special type of that's a special and different type of person. Like that takes someone special.
That's a settler.
Okay.
You can say that.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, you can say that. You can say that.
If you're confident, bro, like there's no way. You gotta be. Like, I feel like there's a level of insecurity you gotta have. Like, you're so comfortable that you're scared to branch out. Like, what if
I'm
the next
too
person
beautiful.
doesn't want to deal with me?
I'm too beautiful to be secluded to upstate New York, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
You've probably been told that since middle school too.
What you a LA type? Florida type?
You know he a Florida boy. You know he a Florida.
I know.
You know he a Florida boy.
Popping, bro.
You know he a.
I'm
just saying we could change
we
could change our NOLA trip to Florida, and I wouldn't be mad at it either. I'm just saying.
Florida's popping, my dog.
I'm just saying. Or we could do both. I don't know. But nah,
what was that? What else was I gonna say? Oh, there's nothing but angels out there in Cali.
Yeah, right.
Bro, there's nothing but angels out there in Cali.
Bro, I heard.
The city is called Los Angeles, bro.
bro. But from what some stuff I've been watching, apparently people be getting used for food. Like dudes be getting used as food dates, bro.
Oh,
So you got to be
yeah.
careful of that out
there's
there.
That's real
people in
life.
New York that be getting used for food dates, bro.
Oh,
That's
nah.
real life.
Oh,
That's
nah.
real life.
That's a big thing in the urban areas.
Bro.
They think we
Get a
playing
meal.
chess.
Could not be me.
She just
You
hungry.
don't think it could be you till it is you.
It ain't
That's a
been me.
big fact.
It ain't been
You
me.
don't think, bro. You could get caught out here slipping. It ain't hard.
Oh, it's not hard to get caught, but nah.
Nah. That's what you say, bro. I would say the same thing till I got caught.
Nah. No siree. Couldn't be me.
That girl is poison. They said in that song.
About you.
Yo,
Bro.
what are you doing? Oh.
That song was a documentary.
It really
It
was,
was.
man.
Yeah, you should have listened to it a couple more times.
Yeah,
Didn't really sink in.
I'm good, beloved.
Oh man. Nah. But also, high school sweethearts, we are reserving that for people who have been together. No breaks.
Man,
Fact. If y'all had a break, then it's
If
not
you
the
took
same.
a break, if you took a break, it's not the
we
same.
talking about y'all together for the rest of your entire
But
life.
y'all too. That's it. You and her. That's
Y'all
it.
wilding for that. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Sometimes you got to get caught up, you know.
And I know you were trying to take me earlier, Zay. You're stupid.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Damn. That's funny though. I don't ever think I could. Yeah, nah. Especially after going to college. It's hard. I can see how Josh thinks though. Like you can't where like high school sweethearts could never really like. I can see where you're coming from though.
Yeah,
Bro, that's like me coming from upstate New York saying,
Yeah, saying.
upstate New York is the greatest thing ever, and I've never been to the city.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
I'm telling you, that's why them divorce rates are so high, man. People be settling, whether it's because the person got money or because
That's true.
you know.
Mm-hmm. That is a good point. But whatever Zay was gonna say, what was you gonna say, Zay?
Nah, I was gonna say like a whole heap of issues, but
Yeah, it's never just one, but
yeah, when he said the ish with the
influencer.
I think people
the settling.
I feel
That
like
is more than just, oh, I can't get anybody else, so this is what I'm gonna do. But
I
like
feel
if
like
you
people
settle
feel
in a
rushed.
sense like, yeah, hell
I
yeah,
feel like yo, I
stigma,
bro, I feel like
Spanish
everyone
people
now.
get pregnant at like 12, bro.
Who you telling? Yeah.
Like,
No, but like I feel like
real life.
so many people now like that are around our age are feeling rushed right now to where they have to find that person. They have to be with that somebody
Yeah, man.
right now. So instead of actually like being thorough, they find whatever is close to them.
They find whatever makes them feel secure at the moment.
What something?
If a 20, hold on, I gotta preach for a second. If a 28-year-old man making 50K plus or whatever, maybe got his own apartment or his own house, got his own car, you know, and she's swiping through these apps, or maybe she meets him somewhere.
Or 30-year-old.
She's gonna go to that man because he got security. He's gonna make her feel secure, compared to, let's say, somebody who just got out of college, got a regular job, maybe or maybe not has his own apartment, maybe or maybe not has his own car. It's gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna go with the dude that's gonna make me feel secure. And then, a couple years down the line, when this dude that you felt secure from start treating you like poo, you wonder why. Because you went after this man, not because you were really feeling him all that well. Maybe he was a nice guy, but really it was because he was so secure financially or had financial stability. Right. And I feel like that's going to be a big thing even more now with social media, because it's so easy, like, especially with like the dating.
It's a highlight.
so easy to get caught up. Oh, look at him. He has this car. He's gonna text you. Oh, I'm gonna send you an Uber. You're like, oh wow, he's sending me an Uber. Like, then y'all go to some extravagant restaurant. Panties start dropping a little bit. Then y'all go to some extravagant, like hotel. Then it's gonna be like, yo, I want to be with him. But really, it's just because how secure he makes you feel, not really because you like him all that much. And I don't know, maybe that's what it's supposed to be about. I don't know, man. Maybe you're just supposed to make the woman feel secure, and then you get her.
And that was the nice version of this rant from Josh.
Yeah,
I'll refrain from giving a more animated to say for rant at this moment. We'll reserve that for another moment because right now I will get into it a whole lot more than I would have liked to. So
yes, that's a topic we gotta definitely delve into a little bit more.
You gonna let y'all have it.
Yeah, man, that's the name of the game now. I feel like so many people, like,
it's sad. It sucks.
Is it me or like so many girls from school?
No, it's not just you. It's not just you. No, I see it. I see it not just with girls you went to school. I see it with girls I went to high school with. Is it just him or does it seem like girls like went to, like from school, like are just like with these like older guys? And it's not just him.
Oh no, yeah,
it's not just you. No, because I see it too. Girls from high school, I see it. So, and it's just like I was talking just talking to my pops the other day, and just it was like so it's basically like basically like the girls that's going to be looking for me in a couple of years is in college right now. They're still in college, so.
I don't know, man. Bread up, cuz.
I refuse, bro. I refuse.
Like that, and that just seems creepy to me.
It is kind of creepy.
Just a little bit, not too much to where it's like a problem. Because I know we're grown and everything.
I feel that too. I concur. It's like
you over 18, bro. You got full range.
Yes, yeah, full. I don't care about that. But personally, for me, if I can't go out to like the bar with you, I can't go to a 21 and up event with you.
It is weird.
Then that's weird to me. That's weird to me.
That is.
Like I put in the chat earlier, like I think it was like last week or something. I find it weird when I go to an event.
But you know what? It's all good. Cause back then they didn't want me.
Bro, that's the anthem. Nah, I'm hot, hoes all on me. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Nah, I'm hot, hoes.
These same girls that was going after all, oh my God, going after all the older dudes. By the time, shit come around, they either gonna get dropped, cheated on, miserable.
Bro, I'm gonna send you the link to that song, bro.
Bro, they just gonna be sad.
I got a mix. It's fire. Still tipping on 4-4. Come on.
Yo, that.
That's on bunk, cuz.
Yeah.
But that's the name of the game. Like at the end of the day, it's a game. You gotta sell. Sometimes you're selling dreams to these girls with their guard down, and especially when you're a 30-year-old man, 29, 28, you can do that because you're usually more financially secure. So you can sell them this dream of, hey, I'm gonna take care of you. And then down the line, it's like, well, you kind of, I don't know. I feel like guys be peeping that too, like that a girl's really just with them for like the security and don't really like mess with them like that.
And they'd be okay with it.
Yeah, but then they also might like step out on them or like do something because they know, you're not really with me.
And that's when you run into some 30-year-old people, some 30-year-old women who just aren't with anybody, and you're just wondering, just like, yo, how does this happen?
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of dudes around that age from where you're from. I was running to you at this bar, and you just extra attracted to me. So I was like, okay.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we're getting quote unquote older in age, we're still young bucks.
We still young. What you talking about?
We are still young bucks, but we are starting to get. Nah, we still young bucks.
Now that we're getting to the point of more responsibility.
Yes.
Yes. There we go. Look at this man getting that thesaurus out. How y'all feel at the fact that as time continues to go, there are more and more women who are potential partners having more and more children. Does that affect your how would I say
Decision making.
yes
selection pool.
because
Does that affect the selection pool?
right, let's be honest, a child is a big responsibility.
Oh, so you basically
I'm just
you're
waiting for
asking
you to. Yeah, I'm just waiting for y'all to finish. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna go
if he
last.
trying to be a stepdad.
Could you be a stepdad, one, and two, do you think like a lot of your opportunities and your chances are being dwindled because of women having children?
Mm.
You ready, Josh? You got an answer ready?
Yeah, I could go. Loving someone when they have a child as well, you have to also grow to love that child because they're gonna be together. Like it's a 2-package deal.
Right.
And if I'm really feeling somebody and they got a child, I'll play that role. Like I'll step in for sure. Because at the end of the day, it won't be ideal, and then I have to question about whether they want another child. Because obviously I want a child.
Right.
It's a lot emotionally to deal with for sure. But yeah, I could do it. I don't think it'll. Damn, I don't know, man. Like I'm trying to say.
Yep, come on, bro. Come on.
I don't think it would affect it, but it definitely would. Like if I'm feeling somebody and then they're like, "Yeah, I got a couple kids," I'll be like, "Damn." For real?
How about just one then? Just one.
It's gonna take a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching. I don't know. Like
It's not for everybody. Same thing like strippers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not dating a stripper is not for everybody. Dating
if I was feeling them, like let's say I was feeling them before they had a child, right? And then post their child when like we relink or whatever, then yeah, I could do it. But if I meet them and they already have that, I'd have to take it a little slower than I normally would, I'd say.
Oh yeah, you definitely. It's not something that you could just dive into. You definitely have to take that slow because you don't want to introduce yourself into a household like, boom, I popped up out of nowhere like.
And then what's the relationship like with the baby daddy? That also plays a factor too. If he's not around, it'll be easier. I feel. If he is around, then it's like, because he has that. In a way, he has that over you, like.
Right.
18 years.
Remember 18th birthday for another was 18 years?
Yeah. So for me at this point in my life, Jameer, white, 24 years old. I ain't dealing with no babies. I ain't doing it. I refuse. Nah.
He's talking that talk, but if Shorty was right,
nah.
I know he's paving.
Even the ones that be looking right, I'll be like, nah. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do except that.
I think it'd be dope to have a little man. That's not yours.
It would be, but it's just something like at this point for me personally,
or a little girl.
I'm not. I don't think I can't see myself doing it at this point. I really can't. 5-6 years down the line.
Why though? Why? Like, what's stopping you?
Why? Because I want to. At this point in my life, I want to form my own family.
You want to know why? He said
and like
7 billion people.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why. Like, yo, there's so many people, and it's just like, yo, it's like I don't got a clock ticking. Like, I got time. I got plenty of time. Like 6 years down the line, I might be more open to it. But right now, like if you got kids, like I can't see myself being in a relationship with you. I can't do it.
I like the honesty though.
I can't be in a relationship. Yeah. Other stuff
I respect that. So you saying you'll slide through with a wine bottle and slide out back to the crib, but you won't slide through for the daycare and
I already have slid through without the wine bottle and slid back out. You know this. I'm pretty sure I've told you. I'm 99% sure I told you this.
Yeah, you
Zay
did.
might
I'm
not
just
know.
bullshitting, and you know this,
Bro,
And you know this, man.
yo, I already like I'll like slide, but nah, I can't. Don't ask me to.
He said, "I'll take the goodies without the."
the whole team
Without the
sliding with
king.
the sticks, mighty.
And but it was also something where she like she knew the deal too. She wasn't asking that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very. You guys are funny. I appreciate your perspectives.
But it's just like right now, I could be like, nah, no, thank you, I'm good. I'm good, love. Enjoy.
I'm good, beloved.
Exactly.
I feel as long as she's not expecting me to like spend money on the child, like, we good. If you asking me to buy diapers, I would be like, time out.
Now he talking. Okay.
You got a baby
Now
daddy.
he getting to it.
You better hit old boy.
Wait, but what if the relationship with him isn't good though?
That's a fact. That's what you want. That's ideal, right?
What if he's away? What if he's away? What if he's away right now and he can't do nothing? He would, but he got caught in the street. He got caught up in the streets.
Man.
Then what's that? Then what you gonna do?
Too much. That's too much for me right now. That's too much.
Get him out. Get him out.
Exactly. That's why like you asking me to deal with a whole lot more baggage. And just like what I'm like, no, thank you. Like,
bro, I think I could do it, bro. The more I think about it,
you buying diapers and all that,
bro.
Bro, baby formula expensive, bro.
I understand that. That's why we breastfeeding. But anyways,
talk that talk, bro. Talk that talk.
Anyways,
probably not.
Anyways, I feel like, you know me, I like challenges, and I feel like that's a hell of a challenge.
Now he like challenges.
This boy looking at it like it's a Rubik's Cube.
Before
we gonna speak on the side because I want to know what you talking about.
Right.
This boy looking at this like it's a Rubik's Cube to finally solve. Like,
I'm tired of y'all. I don't even want to speak my piece now.
I commend the man that could do that at this age.
It's not easy, bro. It really is.
It definitely wouldn't be. Like
there's mad stress. There's mad
stress, for sure.
Bro, there's a lot of things that go into it, like y'all were saying. But I don't know. Like, I feel like I would try it. I would go for it. I don't want to say try it because try it makes it seem sound
I was about to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's another human being. You just trying it. You're
treating like an object.
Where's Jay? I haven't seen Jay in so long.
He out the country. Oh boy, Dick.
They went to flee.
He's Viva la vida loca. That boy in Mexico somewhere.
Oh man. Is that all that's all we got?
That's all she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Yo, Josh. We need to go to Trinity, bro.
Yeah, we just gotta be careful out there, man.
Carnival.
We really gotta be careful out there, man. I'm with it though. I actually was planning on it. Was 2022.
Wow, that's mad far from now.
That's with family, but we could do it earlier.
I'm with it because I need to go to the carnival.
Bro, I want to
hit up one of the islands on Easter. I just don't want to give away all my information.
Just it's a lot of stories, man. We gotta really be careful out there, bro.
Of course.
And can we not go with any woman? Because if we go with women,
bro, why would I bring sand to the beach?
Yeah, well, Josh, what kind of question was that? Why would
not even because of that? I'm just saying because they be wilding, bro. I'm not trying to have to put in a situation where I gotta.
Josh still got PTSD, bro, from a couple weeks ago. That's all,
bro.
Okay, I got it. Josh got PTSD.
I'm bringing sand to the beach, bro. All right. It's been a pleasure.
Wait, recap.
Young Barry with the Rock Boy. It's the Rock Boys.
Valentine's Day. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you wore red, you're corny. If you bought her flowers,
Hater.
chocolates, you're corny.
Yo, guess who didn't talk anything about Valentine's Day and where its origins and all that came from after he said he was gonna do that?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're right.
We did not
We
talk
could
about
slide
that.
Yeah,
that
I
in.
know.
Yeah, I know you know. All right.
Yo, shut that little rat up, bro.
The ancient
Yo,
Roman
chill, bro.
festival of Lupercalia has been one of the earliest records of the term Valentine's Day. The event, which was held on February 15th, they took it back a day, which I guess makes it a little different, but began with the traditional sacrifice of an unlucky goat and dog. For all y'all dog lovers, sorry. And if that didn't get Cupid's arrow soaring, a group of priests called the Luperci then cut off a piece of the skin of the two animals, touched it to their foreheads, and then struck it against every woman nearby. The thinking is that the woman hoped it would help make them more fertile. So you sacrifice these animals, rub their blood on your head, get smacked up with it, and then you become fertile and produce some babies.
What region is this from? Can you say that again?
Ooh, we didn't even say that.
Wow.
Oh, ancient Roman festival. So
All right.
romantics. Roman antics.
Okay.
So the origin is very interesting, but it's been turned into a day of, loving your significant other, which is cool.
Imagine walking by with a piece of dog skin and just slapping girls on the forehead with it.
Yeah, I heard they used to get like abused, like not even on some.
Yeah, like
Yo.
they be full out scrapping.
Yo.
Stop making fun of other people's culture, Jameer.
No, it's funny though.
Yeah, they used to do a lot of like sacrificial things back then. Like they really believed in that.
Bro, almost everything was sacrificial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It was all about blood. All about blood.
It's all about the salt.
But recap, yeah. So hope y'all enjoyed y'all day. If you did any of that, you're corny. But
hater. You just
listen. We gotta let people be, man. It's 2020. We gotta evolve as a society. And
does that mean you're saying we should throw away traditions? Gasp.
Yeah, I think a lot of our years. You know what's funny? Genetically, we've actually been on this earth longer without tradition than we have with tradition. But, I guess once we gained more consciousness and became more aware, then I don't know who decided, but somebody decided, well, this is what we need to do. And this is how it should be done. And I think there's a lot of, safety and comfortability in tradition. When you don't have a tradition, wow, that's actually, when you don't have a tradition,
you feel insecure.
Look at, people come at white people for not having a culture, and I feel like that's kind of how it might end up being.
Yo, the recap?
Yeah, my fault.
I'm mad about to get his bag.
So, gotta let people be in 2020, man. All this slut shaming and calling her this because you ain't hit and you mad that your man hit. And then you try to get it and she didn't let you. Like, come on, bro, you corny. She didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it. Like, on to the next. There's 7 billion people.
In the world, bro.
Get out of this mentality.
Half of them are female.
I'm gonna call y'all men hoes too.
More than half. They actually outnumber us. So, like, yo, come on, get out that mentality, man. Stop making these girls feel bad for what they want to do. Yeah. And also understand not everybody's at the same level of understanding as you. Like, maybe down the line she'd be like, okay, well, I wouldn't do that now. But you know, everybody got to go through their trials and tribulations. And then, yeah, man. My high school sweethearts. I don't know, man. I mean, if there's nothing wrong, I guess, you know, don't take a break just to take a break. But if you really feel like you need to experience something outside of that person, whether or not they agree, that has nothing to do with you. Like, go get your experience. And if you come back to them, you know, I'll be together. It should be thought about as a marathon, not a sprint. It's not like, oh, I need to be with this person. Because once you sprint, then it's over. And you're looking around, and everybody else on their marathon is going to be tight.
Facts. You gonna tire yourself out too quick.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, man. That's a wrap. And we out of here.
Facts.
Jams with the juice.